The Senate on Tuesday approved President Bola Tinubu's appointment of 20 special advisors. This came after the president's letter to the upper chamber requesting the approval. However, the letter read by Senate President Ahmad Lawan during the plenary section did not have the names of the special advisors attached. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission says it will appeal the judgment of the Federal High Court Abuja, which on Monday acquitted a former head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Steve Oronsaye, of a $2 billion money laundering charge brought against him and others by the Commission. In dismissing the charge, Justice Inyang Ekwo held that the Commission failed to establish the charges against the defendant. However, the EFCC spokesperson Wilson Hu-Jarin, in a statement, said the trial judge heard by overlooking the evidence of the 21 witnesses called by the prosecution in the course of the trial, as well as the confessional statement of one of the defendants, Osankwe Afe. It said that the Commission has therefore decided to challenge the judgments at the Court of Appeal. Oronsaye's corruption trial commenced in 2015 when he was arraigned alongside others with the EFCC, alleging that the defendant had between 2010 and 2011 used some firm to divert public funds through procurement fraud. The Trade Union Congress of Nigeria demanded payment of a new minimum wage of 200,000 monthly. It also demanded that the government reverted to the old 185 naira pump price of petrol per litre to allow for a conducive environment for negotiation. In a statement by its President and Secretary General Festus Osifo, and Nuhu Toro, the TUC, said a representative of state governors will be a party to the communique and all the governors must commit to implementing the new minimum wage. It demanded tax holidays for employees both in the government and private sector that earns less than 200,000 naira monthly, and insisted that PMS allowance should be introduced for those earning between 200,000 naira to 500,000 naira or $500 to 1,200 US, whichever is higher. It demanded that the federal government should provide mass transit vehicles for all categories of the populace, adding that the government should put in place an immediate review of the National Health Insurance Scheme to cover more Nigerians and prevent stock of drugs. It said that Labour and government would design a framework that will be geared towards the reduction of the cost of governance by 15% in 2024 and 30% in 2025. And now up ahead, stories from Africa, foreign, entertainment and sports. Details after this break. The Democratic Republic of Congo's government says 10 of its citizens died after their university campus was bombarded in airstrikes in Sudan's capital, Khartoum. The Foreign Affairs Ministry said in a statement that it had learned with deep dismay the killing of its citizen at the International University of Africa. Minister Christophe Lutundula said there were indications that the airstrikes were carried out by the regular army on an area occupied by civilian and unarmed population, including foreign nationals seriously wounded, other compatriots. The minister said the government was waiting for the Sudanese authorities to shed more light on the incident. The recruitment of nurses by high-income countries from poorer nations is out of control, according to the head of one of the world's biggest nursing groups. The comments come as a foreign media outfit finds evidence of how Ghana's health system is struggling due to the brain drain. Many specialist nurses have left the West African country for better paid jobs overseas, and in 2022, more than 1,200 Ghanaian nurses joined the UK's nursing register. This comes as the National Health Service increasingly relies on staff from the non-EU countries to fill vacancies. Former U.S. Vice President Mike Pence has officially filed paperwork to join an increasingly crowded field of Republicans running for president. Mr. Pence, who is age 63, is set to formally launch his campaign with a video, speech, and town hall event in the early voting state of Iowa on Wednesday. The move pits him against Donald Trump. The man is served in the White House for 4 years from 2017 to 2021. The former president is currently polling well ahead in the race, while most opinion polls show Mr. Pence in a distant third place with support in the low single digits. The former Indiana governor and congressman is expected to position himself as a continuation of the Trump administration's conservative agenda without the baggage.